Several natural gas fields close to Baghdad appear to have fallen into the hands of ISIL militants. The gains were made overnight as Iraqi army units were pushed back. But elsewhere, the Iraqi government made gains, particularly at the important Beiji oil refinery in northern Iraq. CCTV's Tony Cheng reports.
A video, very visibly time-stamped on Wednesday, appears to show the Baiji oil refinery firmly in government hands. The strategically vital refinery has been fought over now for more than a week. Control of some parts of the sprawling industrial site have passed between Sunni militants and the Iraqi army, although the government says it's beaten the attackers back.
We continue to affirm that Baiji refinery is under the control of brave security forces represented by the counter-terrorism troops, elite troops and also troops of Saladin Operation Command, Ministry of Interior and volunteers.
Nonetheless, severe damage at Iraq's main refinery indicates production will be halted for some time. Elsewhere to the north of Baghdad, the Iraqi army appears to be making limited gains. After the fall of Mosul and the dramatic advance of fighters from the Islamic State of Iraq and the Levant, the threat to Baghdad doesn't now seem so immediate. With the first US soldiers arriving in support of their allies, morale could be picking up. And Prime Minister Nouri al-Maliki looked on firmer ground too as he welcomed British Foreign Minister William Hague to Baghdad. But surprisingly, Mr. Maliki has said he was happy to see Syrian jets hitting militant positions inside Iraq, a statement that's likely to further alienate Sunni tribal leaders. Despite being asked by John Kerry to form a government that includes both the Sunnis and the Kurds, Mr. Maliki may now feel his best chance of support is with the Syrians in the west and, more importantly, the Iranians to the east, neither of whom are going to ask him to share power in Iraq's new government. And more refugees heading to the sanctuary of Kurdistan.
The economic situation is the main reason that prompted us to leave. The camp is the worst. I arrived yesterday with my 2 children and I slept on the ground. There is no food and no bed. I fled the town when it was bombed, and as I told you, the economic situation forced us to flee. Business halted. Even if you have a career, you cannot work.
Those shortages are being felt all around Iraq as the number of displaced people climbs to just under 1 million. Tony Cheng, CCTV.